na me yebre kobo se balleticas ma me dem yes abrochira wodi be huru ken na nanansi ho awusiafo what's the balleticas sese kania bia wabrochima mu wodi bia bagana ha ekoni ceiling fan kania wo mu na sa bonwom won kania de so bedroom abede da kama afa garden light eno so sese flowers mu on ceiling light gate light bia me sese no ahodo bia o CCTV camera ahodo nyina bi na se bose balleticas emna tia dem kania ahodo ko siesie wo dem ne ufie mawa obie na ni babo so bia baka to na bruchi na de tan so kura ne se wo si fie na pese wunya wires papa wire fie no ma won kania gina so kama da kwa ma bia nkofe jabia mafie wa to electrical wires ni nyina wo bose balleticas wa wie e ho se everything 100.7 ubenya bi bose ba wadum methodist asoda ne ntepe ba ma no gina se boso bode wuro no ba bia se bona bie na num hwe no
ba ko so pizet e down for front when kejetia Dubai hwe ni mu no a
afa kejetia pizet dwom ho a ante ata da no mu number is 03220 30838.
In a minute.
Share live on Oyerepa TV. Today's sports and the brow and anopay. Exactly 12 and I be sorry at the free catapidi. So yeah, sorry, I pay na news team no take over and sample and antenna at the Oyerepa afutu abrayan. A free don't compare moon echo. Anopay kan ho na yeni enkomo ewa agudim.
FM 1.
Ya be de etodwa ewo efie na yakowie ewo amanane. Good morning baba.
Good morning, Ofa.
Boko de.
Nyamiadum, Bibia family, so say also where
Nyamiadum, Bibia Boko.
Your inner is red and white. Red and white and so the effect.
Metia say wa apostle whom you share how say you could dear so for na say na to share we know Liverpool. I was anyway no cool to that so I say ha Baba na say wo Anfield Liverpool share 5-1 na about 4 matches to go Madrid 20th league title.
Say na Ant Postecoglou also be say party into the can't first goal. But the first goal no after 16 minutes now Luis Diaz Attica and I'm so good Tottenham Sunra 5-1 emphatic victory. What a victory. Once the most Salah and then Japan. I see the last one ahead of Philly winning the title because now fans in the stadium more because of COVID-19 now fans in the stadium more. But this time around we're happy. So Liverpool the Premier League for the 20th time.
Okay. Ya baba na ye wie no a what the most Salah de no kra no e de atoa so preko. Na ye behwe na yakɔhwɛ de a free city Guardiola say
Pep Guardiola say so kokoje FA Cup na ontimi fan dada City fans he said that is all our City is good their season is bad honestly mfa ho say ombeje FA Cup no still their season is bad
Luis futu na omani
o say obi apeso to Liam Delap especially Manchester United when you bring say Manchester City, a former academy striker, no, sign no, omunye due diligence before say sign striker no.
Ancelotti be free Madrid na.
It's confirmed. Enra board no crown a can be man. Board no sumu fi say recently he's one of the best managers Madrid and you win team good anima sisa. Nti almost season way. Or boss season way the Jumadi or Madrid the banner we Santiago Solari he be take over now the Cobo Club World Cup no FIFA Club World Cup no ba Madrid will appoint a new manager and then he takes over
new manager no me Mati Alonso and Alonso dey no
and now who place he call to Jurgen Klopp report say Madrid for nipa miru na place he call to Jurgen Klopp making inquiries say obe ready we san return abeye adwuma na but report no say club di mo bia ko still Xavi Alonso nearly di name Alonso no Madrid ni nkomo bia say Alonso bra na be adwuma so Alonso there or train 8 million euros utia na obey adwuma e di amount
Sirara and why show say Roma e ko share Inter Napoli afa ho
Napoli nearly di table no o share Inter players no musia kan I think o Madrid wo Champions League no so more Madrid or Champions League no some more. They want to do something in the Champions League. Scudetto no Napoli making it clear say we are ready say ombeje Scudetto no. Antonio Conte so there. On the pre now ye say I know I careful because I a proven winner. They win na wo hu bebre. So Simone Inzaghi and in Inter Milan also we are careful.
We are not the best team in Europe.
Yes, ahead of big game Arsenal Paris Saint-Germain. And a manager Luis Enrique is a man for the tag no to Tom so they are the best team in Europe. And now me and need share 3-1. Need share 3-1. Inti Munyaboche, you're the best team in Europe. And Luis Enrique manager Emma Paris Saint-Germain.
But I say sports lawyer. You are ya baba. Ya be share week 29 over the weekend. Karim Zito first game wa wene Diama Kotoko. Na unim say was it you hear any support on it there. Points na kan nyina obomodin so begini nyina Diama Kotoko na omahwese ombetumi age league no a. Ya be hwe House of Folk enso ekudin kunim ewo ni nyina mo
because my case no mon kan league no
3 points na da hot etwen House of Folk and also ehun sem ewo ho enomo na bafo member no go so ehwe Nations FC one penalty GT a wo no wa hwa na pese na penalty Maso Hansen executioner on akoye adwumani neat nti sa match no ye bedi ho come of course league yemfa ho na yenko yenim kodi nkomo kakra emra
Ghana league is getting interesting
yeah
and it's getting hotter
sure Kanjin in the house.
Thank you.
Kanjin in the house. 9:52. Minim. Na yam from say ya dura na nsuo mu de na yen kan ko say ase bro ko fa dwene so
amanfo di adanse ya
me no yen ti ase nsuo na de enim se yakoto aye no na nsuo so aye won de zade we me na nan ko busa so de asom duro bi na ase gumu ana de ne wo
yes
bo me komo
ye anope ye chia ahwefo na etiefo omo he Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio and Oyerepa Facebook ya base na ya na Kangen time and Kangen Energetic water time. Now it is the only tested and proven alkaline water or man say I didn't know ya cancer. San say yeah in so hu adwuma nti ye tese in so bi in any pie pe na ya peja yen tools ne ye equipment ne gadget ne apparatuses na ye dey test ya hwe say san so yi no ni pH ne sen ebeboa amanfo ana na ye ni nyina say ye lab ye test na wo kra de even in your house obetumi aye wankasa wo lab won say ade no ugya ma obi a ene na ebi a nipa no betumi atwa ntra kyerɛw because enemre yi mu no knowledge is abundant obetumi to nso kra na ehu no otumu say ya trust pH ne 8.5 but when pH meter when obetumi anya bi wo fie wankasa wo benya wa lab apart from pH tester ya de studio e de be test when ma wo say pH of the substance no acidic neutral and say alkaline and we so chlorine tester and also ma ho say you cra different testers sa we so ma ho say ade na wonum dikode no bia chlorine ahyemu ma na say chlorine level no less chlorine but won say your pipes no most at times na as I say the chlorine name because enya cyber rusty enti wan hwe no pe me ho say wo bo de kama on fa unsu ndi agro sa waju 1 liter very necessary na kanjin nso ni de enti amanfo di ho adanse ye ne say tino yen system ne aduane ne niama ye di ne dodo na ya acidic on say o fa smartphone says ya na wo bie say nipa o blood pH sen yesu ya de o blood pH no ko internet so say 7.45 to 7.5 o de 2 pH scale no so a chere say alkaline pH scale started from 0 now I read this up to 14 meaning say or into the better screen so mine now say umoja pH 7.5 there and there SSL won so we duane a wudi unsu a wonum anu no ade a wode so anu ni nyina na say o hwe say pH na ye mame ana na eduane no so ya ba ba hwemu wa ha say eduane ni bi wo ho a highly alkaline ye pese ye bie lines na afei no one I war experience with the water omutimi hu adanse na ansa na bie lines no ye pese test on that tino ye wo be 4 different waters e wo studio ha we have 1 2 3 4 na we ordinary water we draman so we one of the latest waters aba second one carbonated drink they said the obvious so drinks near energy drinks near the same category and after what Kangen 500 ml no and after what Kangen water and 2 liter high pH and also ho na ye pese the pH indicator no etumu open so betimi use pH tester no na pH tester na nam time into ne yen say adaje wo ho so a won say maso wo de tu nsuo no mo eno ankasa be kire o pH level no inti before then mesre na bia mo phone lines no so ho betimi de tu dwa enye wie sa test pe na ye tie wona pese o mo frɛ na afei wona pese bia enkomo wo question bia about Kangen na no pay bia phone lines na mamo na won so about Kangen
enye ko fufuro bia
yes about Kangen
inti wo to ya won mo ye ma wo wa dance bia wo
inti wo me
bra mo bra sana mbenya bi kura monya bi wo de oni na uka obetuma pe bi oba ma me kan ye numbers mi wi a menye mo da no 0322 494 401 0322 494 771 we airlines a enye ono ne die no obefrɛ okasa wie ya pa ye yinu wie ya pa no ofrɛ na wodi kan ye adanse anti 0322 494 401 0322 494 771 nti owi experiment no ye no ma me na
enti no o hwe sa nsu ahodo be 4 egu ha we probably use pH tester no that is the electronic tester open so bit me use indicator na air liquid so you don't have any excuse so many options are emawun sa ade na water no for you today and say enye na kai ho no say nipa oyare a ende umoja pH ne acidic anytime you are sick 99% of sicknesses thrives in acidity. Dr. Henry Koto Warbeck German physician now discover cancer on an editu just say nipedua alkaline ashemu man yarebia ekra cancer into mintinemu once obiwa cancer and the cells and the tissues acidic that is established enti nipa no osesa na edua ne inframa ohome me was short video bi soldier for na omonam forest mu omuhu insuo bi ena na born again there to TV no so gone in the days this was the water we drank tino unam nremu baby now sanso here it was purely alkaline and then can you do this it's not possible yen so ni nyina ye murky last Asori Church Bremen district English assembly called Mount Afaja and I call swimming waterfalls mo ye ba na ye san be be test here could you believe that you know ye buy testing so na number 11 pH highly alkaline what's it and this is the waters that are 4-bear drunk ye na nanom no and so amunum ye no wonder say omunyini chair a bit midi 120 years, a bit midi 130 years, a bit 100 years, but and then 20-30 years, what a shock because ye be an analysis.
Yes,
neutral and alkaline.
Alkaline.
Yeah, and in so moon purely alkaline.
Okay.
Direct. And there is no contamination, there is no galamsey. Into heavy metals be anywhere. Affected. Yeah, you bet me ABA phone lines.
Okay.
Now, yeah, course. Now, in Swahili, these two are purely alkaline.
Okay.
There is no two ways about it. Okay, we purple, ni blue now. But the others is a carbonated drink, ni other waters, no, acidic. And to all here, and casa in Sony in acidic. No, if you are neutral, only neutral, there, any other and more benefit be but a essence of the acidic water. Who say, oh, you're very sure they have a modern pH indicator. What ya na wa test it after going forward no nim say is so share and na am boa me yeah over to the phone
mama fa Milan na kakra 0322494401 0322494771 in the next 3 minutes ye fa course kakra. Hello, good morning. Mini amba chodi sako de kasa free sako de kanje no o free no me yache kanje ho asem na ye kan o de na be ka fa ho okay. Yeah. Okay. Yami sharpa guso no mai zulu fa next one on the other line 0322494771 0322494401. Yes, right. Kanjen hon komo na yidi into fra na wakan no amai. Hello, good morning. Mini ampa showdin. Okay, Bushen Kakanje ho asem kakrai. Okay. Na misha na gusuto bi mano na onom na usu numbi ya fa few course being come. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Ni ampacho wudi.
Your friend Joshua, we kata Sugagro.
So, kanji no nya bi no na de na ya mawo.
Oh, okay. Kanji ni di me kata bi di wa dance ya. Emrebesa. It's an am back with first born. There's a work could be great. See, could be recommended kanji ni di mami. Ana me to bi mano. Since then, and so on the body society right come up. Kanji is very good person.
Sabago hope be our ready.
My God, you look ready. You don't know the Diajico food here.
Okay. Oh, community hunting, we are obedient home command. Why?
Okay.
Yo, Nyamisha. Solo, in fact, 2 calls on count. Hello, good morning. Many about your team. Yo, Rajo, I'm into one kind. Hello. Yo. So from last call, I'm sorry on 0322 494401 0322 494771. Not just say your fair last call na my code numbers no ewo mini aban. Oba pa me try last call no. I remember ho na my numbers no be bia obi pebi obenya bie no ehia pa.
Me ba cho ya say ya wo Brema UGC. And Abawa route. Your numbers so 0241 449191 0241 449191 and 0507 379474 0507 379474.
Okay, my main last call and medical oh too bad. Video next week now I'll try free. On fan cheme.
70 years.
Yes.
But his skin glow very, very well.
Yeah.
About 3 years near on Munson. Kangin is on those are the testimonies and the experience people have to encounter. I can say be not one Munso ahodo, but we no when in shutdown call which a month for recommended for others. But me per se we need now we are consistent with it. Open so num kangen na shedama ho be a month, 2 months, 3 months. Say me num kangen. Na price no so that the park say you know. Yeah, the 30 Ghana cedis all over the Ashanti region. And baby until way more than 30. We are distributor crowd there. We less than 24 cedis. Into distribution 2,000 Ghana cedis a day and a bar on board. Yeah, office lines no there to be. You can reach us on WhatsApp, text message. In a bejo officer. Now if you buy a soy and so any ebedin come on board. Let us spread the good news about Kangen water. Now, Begro phone so bit me a distributor. Maybe I will be you can come on board as a distributor. Yeah, that's it.
A weekend is a saloon. Sakudia Kangen and a Fakrumuna.
Yeah, the team need the answer.
Yeah.
And it's solo the Tanichi. All right.
Well, I was for
yes,
here Kakafunia Kamada Pine no Medina Sia, a Jamibu, we are Messade Bako Piso. Nko du fi na just akasie se be miensa de na ma finish no ntino onso no na next week omra no na wa frɛ ebedia dance e 10:05 and show no e fully pack me join sports lawyer baba isa onkom kakra e wo amonane na oba efie de no e na edoso baba
enti anopai yamo special good morning bm na yamo akwaba Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV. Marasan so no pay ye kunko funkroso na ensemwa edi adencheche ensemwa anopay epum fumpa onko funkroso no ye de honsem ato anim ensem no doso ene anopay nemom die dise fata se wohwe na wotie na yede ema wo kitikiti mampoli bi ene woma akan suo yanom akan bunu pa anopay ye to ebo ase atra na mra ye confirm amunum no nyina ede ama wo live on Facebook Oyerepa live Oyerepa radio on Facebook Oyerepa live Oyerepa radio on Facebook adwumako bia dama na anopay amade asia konko a yere nkofo close nsem no eda wo na high sense min control ujade hono obeboa ema eho etimi ayefene de ne ya papa de ntia de bia me kacha se oboto bibi e de akọ o kitchen ho a Oman ya high sense and say and trick can ya be o prepaid no to out da obeda oyamu nhyehyeo enti to fridges no fafi high sense omaso ye to microwave no Fafi Hisense asuye omo double door ewo ho and afi 5-year defect warranty. Hisense at the amount enti Tom Fafi Hisense a promotion ekoso enti abonum amatete so 28th day of May na asase na chese enem na asase on the 8th day of May na chese bana wiye 8 days promotion abusua pebi na fair 0302 550000 0302 550000 no fair Hisense na fair nema nyina koye at the amount enram our Anfield amfa ama Tottenham Spurs ene and Postecoglou before the game. Postecoglou and to just a love for Liverpool there and your fay and Obiwa Beka Osano na do Liverpool nemum party no obeseni share game na sia and Dominic Solanke ekose first go no and to me anten tambete Luis Diaz nom ebeteka ema amuso janom ema na 5-1 and na Postecoglou dia to just na Liverpool deserve se omu edim konim in the game. Yebe fiona ko Mosala na suye Muhammad Salah Gali se trophy enra Liverpool je no nania je papa ningina mo se this time almost celebrating with the fans na obekaya 2019 dia omuje no na COVID-19 ti nyadia say omutimi celebrate trophy this time around omo celebrate with the fans when ni etimi agye say enso I was say omutimi to so na fe omo fight hard for next season onimisa 2025-2026 season ebe tofa na owie sansem no na Muhammad Salah Gali at the to just say oda and slaughter say and slot amana better players say I can say ono Mosala ono nearly the golden king our English Premier League table no so na abeka amo biate say the secrets no and slot nema p and slot day I can't ne football no unbelievable and our Anfield inti on Oyerepa TV and on pay on Facebook Oyerepa Live Oyerepa Radio. Enjoy Liverpool fans no kaka na say enra we will never walk alone crowd no na amo el tujum we will never walk alone na Jurgen Klopp na amo bonabaso ene adada enti yebahwa kwan Liverpool forum afa so celebrate trophy enra it is a technical thing na habo amo suit jacket black and after boys no amo line up sir na celebrations ekoso adaptive no so Thiago Alcantara and Ebo Liverpool manager and slot and squad number so or say Emra he ever started 2024-2025 English Premier League no na didn't ho na manfo ni believe say Liverpool bet me at the English Premier League ono bia enya dwenta say Jurgen Klopp and a building team no eto ho in term for credit Emma and slot or say and slot and ayana juma ohwe ekwan fa so deploy some players on the field and na boa ama obatimi agem the trophy and no Thiago Alcantara former player ama Liverpool nensema oti atudwam and na am play Guy Neville a former Manchester United star na oti atudwa say the biggest club in England sesia de obeka say Liverpool and the biggest club in England abebo players and for management and Liverpool penning for abaso say amote football na say ohwe kwanya with financial difficulties ayewe mu nyina no amafaso manage club na abebo penning for abaso Liverpool manager and slot and ebo Jurgen Klopp abaso or say Jurgen Klopp so ayebi onti magina anya basobo derina sabasobo tebi owa abebo club so abaso former manager and Liverpool and slot and address Anfield fans no na yebetie na yahwe ekwan a ofa so address Liverpool fans our Anfield emra omoje amo 20th time English Premier League title and slot.
You are now stood as a new manager. You are now stood in the middle of the pitch as a Premier League champion. How does it feel? It feels great, but I don't think I want to say a lot. The only thing I can do now is send my appreciation to Jurgen. So there we go. Jurgen Klopp Today, Virgil van Dijk was speaking about how important it was for everybody to be in red. It was an absolute spectacle, and it was just a cauldron of noise right throughout the entire game today. Yeah, it was. But I think even before the game, it was already clear that we were going to lose this game. The way we arrived there with the bus, I think everybody who was sitting in the bus felt there's no way we're going to lose this game. And of course,
now I see to win it at Anfield is incredible. I know Mohamed Salah Gali player Emma Liverpool and also in Sama or to journey.
Incredible, especially to win it in Anfield is incredible. It's very difficult to describe the feeling, but we were watching the game the other week, and I think everybody wanted Dallas to finish it there, but I know what Anfield looks like, so I'm glad that we did it here. Yeah, completely different. That the feeling is unbelievable. To play also home and be able to win it by winning the game is incredible. I can't describe that, to be fair. Like, first time was lockdown and the pandemic, but yeah, here we are. I think 5 years after, so yeah, it's incredible.
It was a great goal you scored as well. It kind of sealed it, didn't it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is to win it in Anfield with that atmosphere was incredible. Well, I think in the beginning of the
NC Dr. Daud of Daud Scientific Helper Hospital Adama Meko Paris Saint-Germain not Madrid come on our Luis Enrique na swear over the weekend Olusu to Nice on Friday now a 3-1 deals coming up and on pay number in the meantime Dr. Daud of Daud Scientific Helper Hospital say min control a hypertension and okro a stomach ulcer a diabetes stroke on Dr. Daud Tiasi amaya dear and found to anom our NCA to ase amount low sperm count hepatitis B a syphilis afrawade I wanna check emma fakot down beboa na wawo after prostate cancer osisi ya sexual weakness there otenite uduwa no amodro na se tu afa fibroid no ebe fiu yam etimi akwa joso krapa old metro fm dynum serious so Dr. Daud ho 0244 886437 0244 886437 0201 681717 0201 681717 no fa Dr. Daud of Daud Scientific Helper Hospital na Makinos the atuja say I clear after say amulusu to Nice no say amani nyina ewo game amane Arsenal bebo no so na a game ewo ehiem papa say de amawine League Anawe Adiaka the Champions League they'll fight and then sama or the atuja John Mikel Obi and the atuja say I want what to be say Oko Victor James Osimhen agent no wa bam and United fighting come on them dia all country United ne say 2025 2026 o pesa o sign Victor James Osimhen just say obo Champions League United am Champions League na dia say me afa Victor James Osimhen William Saliba at the atuja say am ready for the Champions League game against Paris Saint-Germain. I say a difficult game. It sounds like Paris Saint-Germain for them are playing very well of late. Now, okay, Luis Enrique, who started dribble play a very difficult game. Nebum Arsenal, ready. Andra Cambiaso, a player. Emma Juventus or a fullback reporter. A fee Man City, I swear, Eba HMC, Pep Guardiola, a fan of the boy. Waka at the Acha Abu Dhabi before say Andra Cambiaso there. I was saying, I'm a telebam. No be Juma. Emma Manchester City, Pep Guardiola. Atuja sa mutim mayo bia krokro John. Ningina muni say omo kamo biate omo season no e bat anya se bia ye da sore na Manchester City aje the FA Cup Rebecca say ai sa omanya de kramaji FA Cup to my ade o se da bi omo season no e bat no e nsema Pep Guardiola ati atuja and no player dinina emma wom na uko ensem fufroma me ko ensem fufromo Pep enra after say Odin Kunim, our Nottingham Forest, Suyano, or in some pina 2 gram, I want to post a match conference and I say Pep Guardiola.
Again, prove how good they are. Of course, help us. The first minute score a goal, but even with that, we continue to play that tempo. We had a chance. The final third, we were not clever enough, brilliant enough. They had chances in the post, but we have 3 or 4 conditions that we not even that we should have done it. But in general, the moments and actions from, of course, we are lucky in the post. We cannot deny that. They had chances, of course, we cannot deny that. But I think the game in general, apart from the actions that they had, was really well played, and we cannot forget. So they have 1 game in hand. If they win it, they are in front of us in the Premier League. So they have done it better. So we know which opening we are facing.
Menko Andre Onana na suye Onana a goalkeeper Emma Manchester United nano ebetoja ena Onana career season a ebetana kwan enya jadiano pay per reporter mensaka items mpenifo kraka za masa bema beye bia meni nyina etikoko ban se Manchester United for ready ono so Onana no ay ready sir obo move on enya reporter eka mensa anopay Luis Saha ay player Emma Manchester United the football Emma the Ineos group or say mutuo number percent Mokofa former academy striker Emma Manchester City Liam Delap if the relegated side is Swiss Town Eba Masamunya due diligence and some po and another striker no etime Aba United wana metisa Crystal Palace forward Jean Mateta the latest striker omo monitor the situation our Bobo Konum Enra Bournemouth at 10 against 11 and United ball 1-1 na yebetia Ruben Amorim and after Bruno Fernandes after the game. And Bruno Fernandes captain Emma Manchester United and after Ruben Amorim manager Emma United after set Enra Ankoye Amfa Amam in some way and Amrituja.
It was tough in the beginning, high intensity pressure from the opponent. We had some difficulties there, but then during the game we were improving. We had our opportunities, we didn't score, but then in second half, especially with the sense of we pushed the opponent to the own half, we create situation, and we managed to save a point. But I think if you look at the game, we'll lose.
So bringing that, we managed to salvage that point at the end, showing lots of fight in those final moments.
Yeah, obviously we were done in the game. We had to try to get some result from this. We knew how tough it is to play here against them. Obviously having a great season.
Enti Miria ewo England no Arsenal meti report bi say I'm a left back or no I'm a upgrade no Juice Kunde of FC Barcelona tempted Barca with 55 million euros. It's equivalent to $73 million. I know a reporter can't mean say I no play ko Spain. Now you didn't come on Spain and I no play now before say me ko Spain no Adusa Herbal Clinic and I did Adusa Herbal Mixture and Adusa Herbal Capsules abadwaso Adusa Herbal Mixture no pebinom na entu koko na say sisi ya deno unya adusa heba mister ebetu ase adusa heba mister beboam ama honam no esiesie ni ye honam be sisi so enti pebinonom menstrual pains wayase ena etwa mra o mens naba no pe adusa heba mister no bianom adusa prostamide capsules etu koko ase na abusua nyese bia prostate nkwa na tu ase o obia di wadanse etia cham se onom for prostate na ebom koko na wonu nyina eko na fe ope adusa man capsules no bianom ebasa obeba adwuma ye ewo empem obeba pompalu papa ewo empem na abusua ko kumase Swame Mazi Macro wa utu macro station wa abusua Gwai filling station ho inside ho and warm Accra La Paz Obey Las Palmas or behind Pizza Man 0500 110 0557 009824 not what frame not phenomenal akoye at ama Madrid entimi and keep the momentum Emma 84th minute econom abeteye ewo extra time na Barca etimi 18 community Spanish Clasico de Odes Mekase Odes football event ewo Spain a Copa del Rey Barca for ante afi na abusua Hans Flick de atuja sa na game na Edney Madrid baie panemum ababo ne mrante na so veteran Madrid pair Lucas Vasquez and Luka Modric clear out Madrid abayanom reporter ekutame anopay HM se Lucas Vasquez and afa Luka Modric abekomom ambe free team num na demite anopay and say Toby Alonso is still the leading candidate. We're taking over Ajumanum Don Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti, a legendary Italian coach. Na Usham report, I mean, your season Endra. Nanka Madrid team ne mwachem, you know, a bisa masayanya no kwai, a bisa mumani real season, na board do not. Siasia said there be on race season on cup na Santiago Solari and Madrid encore FIFA Club World Cup amaba na fe manager obebanom abeje jumana to so and your reporter eka yansa anopay na year season Madrid babontain Sir Vinicius Junior, am I still in the contract? At the among one player, as I say, Madrid and Dinity. Now I'm a person, I'm a dinner tantem. I am Melos Kakes, a player. I'm a Bem of Team. I'm a trying to say, now for left back issue, no, about survey at the Madrid 3-2. Barca at the Copa del Rey. Don Carlo Ancelotti, the losing manager, and in some P at to jump after the game.
I think it was a good match from us. We competed well, even though things got complicated in the first half, but we improved a lot in the second half. We had the match under control, and they attacked us with a long ball behind our defense. That's where things got complicated. I believe we fought well, did what we had to do, and we're very close to achieving our objective. Now we have to continue. We'll keep fighting and battling. The team did well tonight. There's nothing to reproach the players for because we gave everything we had and competed very well. I think if we had won the match, it wouldn't have been a scandal. I believe in the second half we were closer to winning it than our opponent. I don't think we were under pressure. We simply defended well. We tried to attack, as you could see, around the 30th minute. But doing that against them isn't easy because when they attack with...
When you know, Barca energy, it's Don Carlo Ancelotti, Obo game, it's a 30 minutes only. Then see who quite say defend. Abusia ye fi ho na yakob Barca players no celebrations outdoor our dressing room Lamine Yamal as waje World Cup yancha Barcelona enra na players Piabontain and ya bodjom so yenya mudeni mu yebue enti ba hwe Barca forum omoje trophy wie na omoko dressing room no celebrations outdoor woman na former Barca goalkeeper Victor Valdes and I say Hans Flick kwaya Hans Flick faso ebon bono efe obebon abaso with a juma waye e de amatim one Laporta president Emma Barca na I say after say Robert Lewandowski ebekono one player pese obese Robert Lewandowski anai Julian Alvarez of Atletico de Madrid Sasini goalkeeper Emma Barca o say no name say Jules Koundé ebetime ashe the winning goal at the amatim one Laporta at the two just abasobo jebu wa yam former sporting director Deco onom and I can say yam fa Hans Flick mra na Hans Flick ebetime jumanom ye na Alejandro Balde pese Inter Milan game no obobie team doctors no pese embarrassing no eno ye nsema ebade medisi no bonza coach Hans Flick after say or this Spanish Copa del Rey wie in some way and Hans Flick the two ja enti ano Hans Flick dia anonom na Lionel Messi the relationship with Barca board no ne onim say nye enti bia wo daso da say Messi be return on ma Scott McTominay or see Napoli forum about just Scudetto no with the modern bar homo elbon fee Benjamin Pavard nso pra enti a big blow ahead of Barca game enti ya Johnson adin ko phone close nsem no asiha and no pay.
But I say sports lawyer Baba Isa danger man ewaha na before that no so danger bako there
it was a sweet weekend,
okay,
a beautiful one, a lovely one,
Liverpool
a time to be proud to be a Liverpudlian,
a
time and a moment you want to live and see.
Yes,
like the captain said, the most beautiful club in the world is Liverpool. The most beautiful club in the world is Liverpool. Okay. I'm for I'm say into terms now.
Okay, I'm better to say. Well, no, over fine. Over. You can't say. Who say the Ghana Classic on Super weekend? Yeah, on Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, Ohijan Stadium. And some see you. Offer. Bobabo. Kukuba dig na. Mema headline be na me the video be a cancer headline no. Na afi we who say yes. Weekend di Accra be yes. Nti eno wo ho no mo a ye de beba. Na watara nso akasa. Watara nso akasa. Ye de no so kakra betwim. Na Kasim Menga so or see the executioner has done it again. And also yeah ba so Hansen yeah ba kind so Hansen timi wo kakra wa ha wa hwe penalty na wo hwe oh ma hwe okay ma hwe media ma bomb okay e bia na ma need ada me wo se obi a wo se hu na ade ntimi nua no mo wa ha yi na mpenfo so ba be ka hu obi a fi ne kofi okay na fi ya hwe se e bia me na me hu ni ye dia na e bia na ankofo be ka se bia ma ko gina na esinfo achi enti na te se no so nti me ense we wo ho no mo a ye be ho ye wi na afi no ya share that so be di weekend di matches na course no ho nkomo ne permutations ya wo ho no mo on say Gold Stars loss no ama at the hope abre some of the teams no enti nyina no ya hwe ho asem na ya kan ti kakra wo ho no mo a solo adaroma o so no mu na o je mi moto ho no ma na fe mi so so na me kro no good
me da say danger man
so weekend di o
ya ko Seko City
o say mi po this the car ba mi so come in any chance of force can
so ne nim kwa de bia ojuka ne di o ka do nsa wa ye adwuma wo ho de betumi akọ ebetumi akọ nti so ni akire why nti hera fele e mo mba fele no na we ye fele na ye no say ka fiada for batch no ho nti nti na say nti adwuma na wo ne so nti ye nika ya good yanto de kakra emra na Slovia na chese ye de aka no etimi aba abeto so special birthday eko ediama comfort obapa comfort ewo oboase akaporiso abusku akaporiso wosom ewo Corpus Christi Catholic Church akaporiso eho na comfort esom the special birthday goes to comfort si kone na dodo na no e de friend no nti yemrai na yemeto so from Solomon Carter Tino ye kona ye twa ho sima kakra bi edi anim ye ba dwumadie no eto aso e de amatie form ti Oyerepa na omohwe Oyerepa television Kel 360 toothpaste eno any toothpaste I recommend e de amabusia no ni nyina ne se Kel 360 toothpaste Food and Drugs Authority ajatum eso di choose a eno ena ebeboa uyisu Kel 360 a damuni nyina onam ema confidence ni nyina ne se okasa enka free wanu mu ba no ehwam nkrofo ben o no mo ene edi nkomo na Kel 360 toothpaste ema osino fita boss no ho ban efri emoamo ho ena afa so ema wanum eyi hwa kama na sama fresh breath enso ede account no open consistency any quality a Kel 360 toothpaste no ena wose busiano mo yusu ofie na mo nyina mo de etwi mo se supermarket more any provision shops ahodo Ghana maimu a ukọ ha ubenya Kel 360 toothpaste ni bi ato Samara Company Limited woman coffee by from ewo 0246 86 47 98 0246 86 47 98 na wajo Kel 360 toothpaste no be Kel 360 toothpaste happy smile ewia se yade ba ko a ekanwa eya na obrepa no ene se osa yade echew na osa no unim se o mo ahodo bebre enye ye food ye no nko ye ulcer hodo a eba ni paduane so a emane ye mobo pa enu nti ena bibini toma plus eye dra ba dwaman so a ye kamfo de ama se eno ena ono mo a etu ulcer ni nyina ase e de ama ulcer hodo ni nyina eye fio gastric ulcer, duodenal ulcer, esophagus ulcer, peptic ulcer, and a face stomach pains, any stomach gas, indigestion, and also a year for a fair experiencing heartburns. Udidi Yanajo, Okoda, Otisobo, Eshishiwa, Bibini, Toma Plus, Eno, and a Ebeboya Dra, Ebwa, Naisa, Hawina, and the Efrio, and the Ama Baby Tono, Ewo Memuhano, Okwa. Also Bibini, Toma Plus, Ubenabi Ato, Kumase, Bedita Pharmacy, Ashtown, Promise Herbal, Ewo, a Doom or a Perfect. Ye building Muba, Ubenabi Ato, and Kanso Kanshi, Bedita Pharmacy, and a Fay, Baby Aton Rubiano, Unyabi Nawato, 0558 055 894 0558 055 894 0541 337 816 JBB Toma Plus ni eno ena ebeboa entontom ntatia ntafre nsonkronso ene moa wan ketenkete ya moa bi a otumbi o metimi atu afiri ho de ni se nsonkronso we oya boabone won tu na se amfamfiri wa ena ho be yoden oniemam no omotare mu de ya nimguase ekra ne se nanu bi atikam na ba ko nam papa bi abetiri o sa nam se ye aja so ngonso na nam watade mo se ye mawu ayadio atumpa insecticide spray enu na yi samo mo wa nyina ade afiri ho tatashe oto atumpa insecticide spray na ade ko fia ebo ohoban ade free to tate anafre so nkonso mo wan ketenkete ni nyina asem ade free honomo na de tene sem ye flavors no ayede atumpa insecticide spray ukumwa no na ejanka ehwam ewo demo ho enu fie ho ye lemon scented flavor ena ye lavender scented flavor ayede atumpa insecticide spray shemwa na se tuoma se efa fruit duamu wono atumpa insecticide spray ena ebeye ede amount odwani chem Kumase Sokobanakra Pokia CSC Pitakrade Hakuna Matata Ubenyani Doso Pro na watu Ofra 0553 0826 74 and 0553 0826 07 na waje still Frank Enterprise no and phone papa fie phone ahudo bia opa bia no ubenya bia to de papa de uyusi a ne battery ne chema de ne bo no ewo form Franco Trading Enterprise and akofaba Nokia phones, Samsung phones, iPhones, smart TVs ni nyina ebi ewo Franco Trading Enterprise kromo ade obo Franco no abo phone obo phone no abo Franco furniture mo Kumase edum ejaba jewelry challenge bookshop ehonso your branch ho edum old Malcolm your ho Kofo clinic here ni mu edum ehonso ho na new kejetia ubehuyen ho Franco ewo 0245 31 6969 and 0501 52 56 98 okana uyusu no ema problems ana 40 bia bemua obeso yifri ho na no ye kire Mr. Ua eno de koye se kan problem bia nim media ya na kafie ye man so straight ene de koye na say Masesi road and kakrakra me pupu mu kakrakra ni na ne say fix my ride company limited womo ene ye car na repairs nyina edemayen ebia opeso ye accident car repairs ebia de ne engine tuning we overhauling and I say body works opeso ye oven spray no air condition no embo papa enya djuma ye fabra fix my ride company limited automatic gearbox repairs yeah at the amount of maintenance and general servicing at the market oba yebeye at the amount of special machines in the sika and so near who forta and what kind of mansana ya repair at the amount kadia fabra yebeye wajuma udu ani chrem ewo ahunjo runabout Kumase Georgia Hotel ni Gridco office no ntamu ho pe and Fix My Ride Company Limited wo mo ehye from 0500 210191 and 0551498884 Power Specialist Herbal Hospital yema mi adua ya no 9-time award winner for hepatitis B baako mienu miensa enai enum ense nso nwotwe nkro ni nyina wagesi ne nan so nature say eba hepatitis yade de a Power Specialist wo mo ena etu ase e de afiri ho e de amount fatty liver prostate enlargement immune system support fibroids kidney stones fabra Power Specialist na omunyi enfamfiri on fama Power nupa no ebi ewe adwaman so de tene say SK no stomach upset bia eyi de afiri ho liver care eboa na ye liver no enya ahoden enti wo liver condition bia liver care na abenom afa jirikajiri capsules ene ne mixture no vitality bema be adwuma ye wompem ko jirikajiri no ebi baby eto no ewo manmu abia no ubenya Power enupa ne bi na wato udu ani chirem ewo nkran a Power Specialist akra kwa benya ACP kwan ne so Power Hospital bus stop and Kumasi Feyase bosomke kwan ne so edia ya junction eho ena ewo na anu yetwafa wa na overso we just bro filling station opposite ona yes eho ena Power Specialist ewo Takrade Anaji Estate yebe Ahantaman Rural Bank for 0244 544 422 0244 544 422 and for 0200 383831 0200 383831 above for your dama and the today's sports Ebremo 100.7 yeah live Oyerepa TV and I feel on Facebook Oyerepa Live Oyerepa Radio over to us way but I say Solomon Carter 10:39 danger over afi ni nkomo ebe na so good enti mama mo obaso say udi gina mu finally no we are yes finally we are here but the remaining matches no say boys no bo with all the seriousness one dey ebe I can't with ebe ni nyina say be na afi akwese akwakoye ba kwansa mo bre kwansa mo nyina but mo nche ane dey say lady mo nche mo ya bro for mo nche say etiminya at least say ye wo 82 and aka 12 aka aka 4 matches into 12 in the womb 12 plus 82 be 100 points me boa I see etiminya na etimi ko sure by saka se na ukanya say Arsenal na yezu mu Chelsea mu bia okay Chelsea kwa show mo ho Sunday na no bi try na Arsenal ba ni bi try bo say Romelu bia esnobo ayi ena ayisuzo ba ko no Kasaido susu snobo ayi but o mama e garovana ende ompo ompo no habo musem Liverpool na won pinefo go for ba o say eh na di mako ho ache doja e won ko ba enti yenko na yento aso you will come and meet us at the Accra Stadium once I have touched your palms there is no way Kotoko will survive in Accra if you like don't come. We will stop your ambition for winning the league. Abbas to Nana Pinkra. Abbas obefia. Yeah, Abbas. Okochi Nana. Baby Obia Omra.
because ne ho asema ba enra na na penka na phone tuana so no so
na ababa
after the game na is baba yara ha on point na bus ekọ na penka ho no so na wo de chia me no za bus di na kra hen afi na natin sa na bus na wakabu no say matcha we there kosiada wo ba cast do mumpo mu bedi na mo se mo kwaji league no ma hwe enti mo kwaji league ene nya ha sa bi so a se ye enti bi ya ma mo so mo nye
ba ta mo kanya na na ka sentiment na na tin ye dia
na wo de ti na sa fuja kire ho na wa wu nua Ike owo Ike woni and Ike be fiako wa head up the adru ko na se be ya ayi and na sa fuja no se sa fuja video e be mobile obesuma aba so twini be
na for we
so for beba wo de se me video no me video mo wo de me ka ho bia no nya botere be se beba so ho and na so ka chense masa ye beba nkran ye beba na me takunya so yi na me kotoko IMC chairman there there's no way has bet ma kotoko and aba se wo boa wo beto yen enti ha
abolo
so aburo kwa wo masa wo boa ko said enti Sunday no it has started building up the El Clasico the Ghana version of the El Clasico has started building up aba say can throw the ganglet down to nana I just say emu be ya shit ai enti no Accra Stadium is the venue. Now offer I don't know kotoko for company for circus for company for the abase say o person wo ko bi uni team no kon sure say o person uni team no kon kan na wo kokko support match no ko di kotoko achi ni ko bi ya omo ya arrangement mo hu no mo team pe bases I be so supporters na fi Kumasi na Santimamu no mo storm Accra massively enti no vice chairman no e no mo say o frɛ no a I
as my also bet you 220 on
220 amount no
220 and the number
now 220
and
it's half pa
yeah
is the
transportation fare is 220 so no remember me say is our
in and now say in and now 220
me dey show say be almost also kakra
yeah be almost so much
for advice no on 0244 5491988 obetima join wo na osomo pese mo de basis no ekotrupu Accra Sports Stadium na has formula na is maje wafa
na Ike wo suma abasi
mo am pese mo ko say the ba for kan 0244 549198 ofra na do diama no se kwasiada onso be ko Accra Sports
Stadium tino
good
on pese omotimi massive numbers edit title na chifi Kumasi krade ko se na be ya nkanfo no so bo mo no hia mo a na se omotimi nya massive numbers
zito a show mo bo se so do hia no mo support
se ai mo ban kwa
the points na aka no hwe ni mo so be gini
na ofa na bi mu company se ball no nyefe me wa zito no ba o ka cham se o me ball efe
sa wakasa
o waka wasi mo bi ahwe ni se o me ball efe o
bafo
wasi results no ndo obepe
sa
o waka ofa
de kakra kai na sen de
kai no waka ko
na so de no so de no ano
no tim no mo nye
de bi na ya supporters kra mo je de wo pro za bri ya bri wo ball fero de de ani emete ho de emete na se
nti wasi
so o share season for France na so e coach ya
nti ono mfa no
no de
ni de kakra ya obehe che de wasi se wo pa bofa wo pa ene but team na chi na nkurundie mra
no na
what I see because league no it's still open who is the house of cry to me.
Oh yeah.
Even though more the has then there kakra there, but obi anim dey be say it is football and anything is happenable according to my own English. Mo bia mark ya wa wasem a we bonte fum na yes English no. Myself and Nana Adodanko Ekufuado suffered the most vicious insult in 2024. But I am not Jesus. Henceforth, if any journalist insult me, I will reply in equal measures. Coach Abubakari Watara. Was it 2024? Ghana Henina. Enipa edi o matempa no ono na Ekufuado.
Eh. Hana kaza.
Abubakari Watara was like. Was it 2024? Say yes, edi ni patem. Say Ghana for say atu omani asinkofo so. Na also ono onye Jesus Christ. Ti say we say Obed, we Zakito. We are striker, we are Harriwa, we are wine. Now, when you now try to see this one, if you never there, what can you make a no? What can I come back and do? Or make a cabiacho or papa, and see Momo, Obia one of whom, much more see Watara Swa, Mama, na do pe we dey na. Papa ya. Ejiofa, abaka wata so dia wo dia ba no. Aha, o se ono onye Yesu na ye twa ni mpirekura no wasan eje nkofo kwa dia no so.
O dem no bedam.
O dia o kana obeka bi a kire.
Okay. Na o compare me no na hwade na do so.
Se ne o kana no dia. Ahia o biti na no bubble bracket o.
E ne dia bracket. Enu na. And I do like to grade we say bomba de gumro graze na ya asem.
O se 2024 dia. Ghana ha no nkofo e di o matempa no. Eye Nana Akufo-Addo eno no. Se we say we no di Nana Akufo-Addo atem. Enti no. Titi en hadia e news bi ha. Sa.
Go away.
Manso Hassan at it again as Kasim Mingi cries foul. If you prepare your team and have your plans, the man in the center man will decide the results.
Why? Kasim Mingi won't prepare so much now.
I say we dey prepare with team na hye bibia. Munya muteni na otwiri nyina mfanye training munya all the plans no. Center referee no na offer eye de nti a eye no penalty na bond dia.
We
I would have obi ahwe mami. Na me ka say bia me mani nye. Na keeper no point na be ball the player achi. Waji
what name to from to my money and the chine boy me win you.
Won say keeper no point ball.
Bon coach na penalty na body kwa de
yeah.
Aha de aha.
And so what aha. De here ha no. My amount from heavy say obed yesrewa ye nya judgment on this. Obi a heavy. Take to ahani de na so so
na chi na ni ti na nsa me ye
so he player no ni sani fani ye keeper the punch ball he player ni sani fani ye no she's had the walk the ordinary we no apega ha he ni sani fani ye asena apega kakra asena one large the body no with ni nsa no so
yeah na me person me
as to what I say it's a penalty because from the goalkeeper to the hand.
Okay.
And one of those interpretations now whether but mostly when a ball is from your own player to your hand, in penalty.
Okay, so if you are a player on a ball,
so me more say your boss
hand I might depend on it, but inside the
so we baby insano. So we baby ball na koto baby ball why are there. So we baby akoto no a hokra no cannot be deemed to be I say what they prevent goal scoring opportunity.
Now who's a player, you know?
So
now who's a player, you know?
Okay.
One is that.
Chelsea players, you know.
Maybe
okay. Fabian. So now who say?
No, that's what the chichi.
I'm for born. So okay, ball now. If you are looking at a goal scoring opportunity, I only one the Berkum Chelsea player could have gotten another advantage. Inti I had in Nigeria to say about Ninsa. Bounce and Carbon Eba without Ninsano.
So David, no, I tell you, Jano.
But Chelsea in direct. Do you get my point?
I look at the castle of boss, I know. After a born in Serbia,
most of no advantage, you know. Bonus as about was.
It be the referee could have, but say normally say you look at the intention. Into the command base so and yet the what said I said or prevent goal scoring opportunity. But when the referee is interpreting, me I can say your hand prevented the ball from coming to the Berkum Chelsea player. And can only be a very simple tapping be at that opportunity.
But the goalkeeper will not kick the ball against only player.
Yeah, the can't say any intentional. But once again the hand no and the same free chiba but again no referee speaking like I say at that point why enlarge your body no on say o she born away here o she ninsana wa bem na ama ninsana ama the body na kese kakra ana o check no
no so dey oye
eno so ama na kese kakra na no nsa baby wo wiem sa na nye to some extent natural position good and yet we call a natural position. So you jitia we be oya.
Okay.
But me not sure say
a referee money won trim the obetuma.
Of course referee money won trim there. Penalties ni bebree. Anything a obetuma agent a foul outside the box. The entire penalty ni amount for penny say enya die ano hye chen ordinary phone say yetimi bo goal kick. Na defender na striker call na referee age foul. Oh. Na tackle soje. But I know kwaji wo box me fan say because it leads to a different goal scoring opportunity which is the penalty kick. And then but it's quite interesting. But it's a different angle so can you but me dem fully say or one or enlarging the body, two any intentional and the cupboard and 3 it prevented an obvious goal scoring opportunity.
Then the referee said the word referee when it trim say with all this interpretation how do you mind then the referee why does that come in? Is it punishable?
Now a very busy weekend with a lot of actions because now the Clasico in the Copa del Rey final was at stake. Now Liverpool just needed a point to win their second Premiership trophy and 20 league titles. Then there was a fight also in the Italian Serie A in terms of the Obetimi Aje League. You know, 2 weeks ago, I said Napoli win the league.
Almost I can say
I come 4 matches. 2 weeks ago, and I said Napoli win the Serie A. I'm sure first year now I'm saying Napoli win the Serie A because now features a disadvantage to Inter Milan. And since I'm back as I said, there are 2 games I'm going to lose in the Italian Serie A plus a cup game against Milan. Until then 3 games Inter have lost all, and they have a Champions League game against Barcelona coming up. They are not in a good form. You want to play in the semi-final in a very good form, but they are not in a good form. Tino Yambo Napoli Abaso. I said it here and I'll repeat it again. I can't say me I can't put McTominay sound doing I say in the Italian Serie A I see him as the best midfielder in the Italian Serie A this season. He's dominated every midfielder in the Italian Serie A. Crucial moment. Open midfielder why so influential for his team in the Italian Serie A is Scott McTominay. And edu the dena omu here obiso yini hono omu jelege no. Tino in their last 3 games when National goes omu win games no. In the last 3 games they move the dena no. Just say Lukaku emfa goals nemba Politano emba we emba. And McTominay agi team listen up but say me ejuma ma Antonio Conte. And no wonder if the I think that only but if McTominay interview can say United coaches didn't know how to use him because on year number 6 and on year number 8 or that players now they always want to run inside the 8-year box because or eyes for goals. But coach time they are not possible as number 6 and United for dinner tema. Okay, last season he was one of the players that Esevu Ten Hag with most important goals. But Ten Hag we are not said still an overturn Manako and not turn Manako of Napoli and I don't move after the advantage Napoli. Napoli now need almost 12 points to play for.
Out of 4 matches no.
12 points.
12 points.
They need 10 points to win the Serie A. Napoli just need 10 points out of the 12 to win the Italian Serie A. They need 3 wins, 1 draw, and they are champions in Italy.
Inter so be winning
Napoli are still champions. So only almost 3 points.
3 points.
And 12 points are still to play for. You understand? And if Inter wins all, Napoli and just had 10 points now, they will lead them with 1 point. No matter Sirane from Winsem. That's what I say. So now, and match is this weekend, they will come and play Genoa at home. They will go to Parma. No about Cagliari. So the 2 away games teams are almost aggregation. Let's for them having Panra. Atalanta for no. Having let's for no. Because almost more pre. So much survival.
The Napoli will come home.
Okay. Then 1 away game against Parma. In these 2 away games, they need just 4 points. So calculation. No, but show 2 home games, and they are champions of Serie A. And I think to get 4 points against Parma and Lecce. And yeah, they now they don't need. It's almost fake to Musabo. Who's now inform who they intervene? Who's a car? A question. Who will be after there? Who's a question? Liverpool day. And phone will be a wood there. Who then away? Now, I don't get a Modia. Say, yeah, 4 matches. No, you have only 10 points. You're just Serie A. No, Inter really didn't there fair home. Inter features, yes. Send the Ubisano. Omo see features no this weekend. Omo bobo against Verona. Omo away games against Torino. Home game against Lazio. Then away games against Como.
Over.
Over. Based on the Napoli Ginedie. Me say away games against Parma because home games they will win all. On be January she FN saying Cagliari on be show mo Maradona. They only need 4 points against Parma and Lecce. Tino. Antonio Conte will get it and win the Italian Serie A. Yambo Basa Baso. Oyerepa Radio on Saturday. But I think it's good that
this is winning a 4th time, Anna.
Oh, the preseason can win 4th time. But just a competitive the 3 times. I don't know left and right center. League 4-0. Final of the Super Cup 5-2 and a win 3-2. Once you bought Basa Basono, it's good that Real Madrid are taking the decision say the part to it is Carlo Ancelotti. I don't think say the problem is about players. It's about coaching structure. Tino, now last week Judge was about how people almost has some blame problem in our Mbappe so. Mbappe cannot be Real Madrid problem. Someone who has scored 32 or so goals. Tino, a better problem. Now the game on your full fit, but on the bad game, we say yes, player, bomber or TT Basa for no. 5-2 now, Basa no. But Mbappe was the best player. 4-0 no, still now only you who outside game no. Player cannot score over 30 goals for you and still be your problem, Tino. It's a structure, and I think say Ancelotti, sorry, remember going forward. Get good coach who get the best out of Ada Gula. The boy is a exceptional talent, but when make good use of him, you know, a cover problem by Pedri was going on share NFA. Now, Osha Sago winner, so born ML diagram now from where they intercepted the ball. One shot, while you go Nunkwaso, boy, my diagram fast now, Mumfree uncle. If you see the diagram, why do you not go Nunkwaso? But and yet go Nunkwao, the boy down to this goal. How Kubasi? And an intercepted ball no. And I want to be Pedri. Then Pedri gave a long pass to Lamine Yamal. Then Lamine and the Bayano also lay ball no to my Pedri. Then Pedri finished a ball no. And Tino any. Real Madrid and attack Barcelona. The first a sword no. Who say Real Madrid play the ball no. It's not all ball na Vinicius. So a sword no. And Kubasi intercepted ball no. So intercepted ball no. It was Jimo na intercept the so Odama Pedri. Pedri the ball long pass no come Lamine Yamal. Then after giving Yamal the ball, Pedri now to Budika e finishes our ball no. This is
maybe way e
yes. I don't know how to finish a ball no. A good Ibasa have won the Jumbo Mabaso for that win almost 18 enya no. And when England it's all about Liverpool. Now they just needed a draw to win the Premier League and Omoyane in star. Born my coach Ancelotti Van Dijk picture first. 2022 2012-13 season in the Eredivisie. Now Van Dijk bomber grown again. And Ancelotti bomber Pegzoli. And they were players and on Mubo 80 where 2012-13 season. National team nation and Van Dijk Musho away 2-1 and 1-0. Then from being rivals on the field of play, now
that's not when you say
no when you see Van Dijk who's another Van Dijk a young guy no about growing team anymore. And from rivals as a footballers
baako abaye coach ɛna o coach baako ɔmo de agye Premier League no yɛmbɔ ɔmo aba so. Salah now is the player with the most goals as like a foreign player, non-English with the most goals in the Premier League. Mohamed Salah, and it's something that also achieve. Alan Shearer 260, Harry Kane 213, Werun 208, Andrew Ko 187, the Mohamed Salah 185. It's only English. We are foreign player no about Premier League leader. Ohene Abante Fero Mohamed Salah. Obobia in terms of foreign players or mobile Premier League leader. It's a achievement that it is worth celebrating because an African in the corner. They will move to Ancelot. Or the fifth, like in terms of first timers. The first season no by na OG Premier League team. First time, we playing first time. Na OG. Or the fifth time. Jose Mourinho was the first person to do it in 2004-2005. Who said Ferguson is taking out because even though Premiership, but no all third division be that. It's the first time all coach in top flight in the money. The first time Jose Mourinho 2004-2005, and Ancelotti been 2009-2010. The first time Obayano Baji, Monopoly Green first time 13-14 on G, and Antonio Conte 16-17 on G. Then Carlo Ancelotti. Claro that near the Diano, most of the Neka, and not even possible. Not coach Bida. How could Chelsea that? And Okoye. Then he came and won it with Leicester. It was coach Bida. And 10 for an air day. And Beckham. And Tiambo Liverpool Basso. Their second Premiership trophy. Anyway, they are only equaling Man United's 20th Premier League trophy. To idea. My idea. But Zaki too. Premier League trophy year 20. Liverpool the second. Was it when about Premier League no team say about Premier League when I told you Liverpool project their second Premier League trophy and only equaling Man United's 20 Premier League trophy. I say Liverpool have won their second Premiership. They have won their second Premiership trophy and equally United's 20th Premier League title. Say why? Seven. You're going.
Between Liverpool and United, based on their two teams' nature, say they no one is to do enkopim mfie num no na Liverpool asan United ye da ho ya obi ye di obi a chiri obamato ate ase ye ka Premier League no nko a di obi a chiri a obi a boy any team a obi a we sense say surunku bi amba na eno a na ye de ba betu anamo na based on the standard of every team, materials available, stage a team be a drew any project, you know. One thing is clear, say Liverpool would more the chances, say the probability there or chances say by 5 years time, you know, between Unknown United, the Obeti League ni be account, you better come club in Liverpool. But for now, idea about somebody and see the club in Liverpool. Excellent performance from all angles and from all standards. Enya ne fan say obi ade simple enya simple. We've seen managers on more complicated a solid system, a solid squad. Ama they almost breaking it down and they need to start from the scratch. Who managers are or my SRD be paying. For instance, when Pep Guardiola joined Manchester City, na Manchester City team no over na injury durable. Slaughter the na why na my phone say simple. No. Pep fast City na City was the semi-final. Madrid na City free 1 goal. Na Madrid City free. This was a City team near trophy winning mentality and now my ayo mama we Joe Hart. Where's Zabaleta, Girl Clichy, Noenya Otamendi, Vincent Company, Mangala, Oben Finfin, Alture, Barry, Jesus Navas, David Silva, Samuel Nasri, Sergio Kun Aguero. These were all players I know Manchester City team. No. Pep Guardiola fat team no. And yi my team no so called trophyless. That was the first season. Sana nkomo no koye. Intina come for so Guardiola the fakakre bi so more because City already had a wonderful spine. Spine of Joe Hart, Company as the leader in defense, Yaya Toure in the middle, David Silva attacking, Aguero leading. But Guardiola also there be on no person or pass. The first thing first, where he Joe Hart a free, and it complicated the system. Yes, and no Kofa Claudio Bravo from Barcelona by Bravo Unuso. It is spine or the Kabubu goalkeeping her. And a defense. Mangala be piano to baby. No akwa John Stones aba. 50 million. And yes City and spend you. The man John Stones and Hunuso. Then in middle no akwa Eke Gundogan Mwaba. Said there be onono or per se players ni pushi. That to Fernando ni Fernandino. Obama Fernando ako na aka Fernandino pe. Yaya Toure obe relegate him to the bench. Among for if he say Pep Guardiola be two Di Bruyne. Into City team no, they already had Di Bruyne in their setup. But City could do third. In the offer say okay say slot na as a na simple debi. Managers be complicated system is solid because they want to implement their own. Okay. Omani baba almost no na aeka. But slot anya ne sa. What say or amplify the abilities of the players. Into Alisson on touch no. Trent, we saw Trent over. Even though at some point he was the most dribbled player, our defense, our right side, but you who Trent and any defensive qualities and improvement kakreba. To Konate, any Van Dijk, Okipu Robertson, midfield na club has started so rebuilding. From midfield na Liverpool Day Champions League, Liverpool Day League. No, I started rebuilding Tina. Why now do Fabinho, Henderson, more sa squad no kono. Sa midfield no. One day what you may be. Yes, people complain about the number of times I know my endo nebibo. But all in all, we saw Gravenberch, McAllister, over Soboslai, Curtis Jones, still Harvey Elliott. Now club has started so more playing time no. Or the almost have a shame more because a true baby. Now Liverpool need a proper number 9. No, but a 4-4-2 system. The Curtis Jones that become Soboslai, not that become McAllister and Gravenberch as 4 in the middle. Until or more bad teams say it's difficult to penetrate the Liverpool middle. And because they were winning the midfield battle, they were creating enough chance for the attack. And look at Salah. Over. Koko Kessie no. They said they be making sure so born home buying. And I don't know here with Mohamed Salah. We've seen one of the best seasons of Mohamed Salah. A season that clearly, me not sure see a Premier League player of the season. Question be how. When it comes to Premier League player of the season, what it yes, the conversation around the Ballon d'Or. No? Ballon d'Or no Premier League no suntino. And so we have Europe now. They and when sitting chairman and comedy or Ballon d'Or na perform. But the tone chaya about league na nkasa. He studied the big player in his team and make sure that big player will excel. Into Salah and defensive work, baby. Go and watch the heat map of Salah. I saw the wings, but unable center forward. Or cutting or manage the freedom to do what he wants. And then they deliver up our baby. There were matches played more than the substitution. Liverpool Fulham. Darwin Nunes from the bench. Into coach, man management, excellent. Transfer one man Liverpool and spend the baby. But he maintained the squad. Game management was perfect. Any idea amount from coach,
The difference I know one club no.
The game management is perfect. And again, authority press in the cacao. Or limited press in the cacao. Also, club at the end was intensive counter pressing our opponent in the final third. You bounce when you more. Or no, they are not restricting it to the middle zone. Into middle on an Liverpool, then they start excellent passes. Until they deserve to celebrate this particular win. We are looking at one of the best transition in terms of managers. And easy. Set coach be perfect team. every baby I find say wo from no pagya na ade abeduru soro eya na nipa na ekwa mpaboa na oja to ono e di so bi ba be shema eniye look at Terence Alex Ferguson up to date even Robin Amorim Kraman for is the Messiah no onyan show enough signs amwa jadi say ono na Esade United be ko eye the promised land when it comes to the entire team, Premier League, Europa League, and everything. There is a huge question mark. But slot in one season. Let's not forget, Liverpool and the Premier League last season. They competed in most of the competition. At the point, Liverpool first made me four in Ambasso, but transform to a team that is winning the league. We deserve applause from every standard. Now, Inter Milan chose the wrong time to mess up. Wrong time they mess up. No. Milan defeat. We can need my boys be bringing your but sometimes see a bo opponent on any bonabaso. Oh, so midweek na boss Sergio Conceição there or they AC Milan yeah. We could see a bo Claudio Ranieri abaso. AS Roma team.
Roma.
Over. Enye fluke. This is a team where coach at the magic touch about the count. Where a team because where the nipa no te bench na hihye bibi or nyini bibi and say of say adweno so what will be paying if you experience you can do it. Ranieri is a king when it comes to saving teams from relegation. I think Inter will need a spirit back whether they can get it against Barcelona time will tell but the Madrid story now the Manuesi
okay
over say Madrid decided so mu change coach pe na so mu fix your team na coach for no beba no adim guasie say abesa ato.
So what's Ancelotti?
And Ancelotti is it? You cannot be a manager and a team is not performing. Yes, one can how no. We are coaching quality over. Okay, how no. But so we know Pasha Madrid how Cassiana. A quiet man yambre ancestral metri hono. Such a same kind. Satia Baku be dio mohamo pie or metri ho. And ye anymore. I'll say, I say defense win you championship. And come at that. Asensio, Rudiger, Lucas Vasquez, and the Ferland Mendy. Of I had no crepe can someone. And maybe a Madrid team now near Bocas, Madrid team in the assassin. Not defenders no go at on women or in any of the Madrid teams, you know. Strong Madrid teams now near yes, so my yard, you know. Sad defense we in Pepe, in Rouse. Enra Dani Carvajal in his prime, Enra Marcelo, Sabactrin, Enrem. Don't you find Lucas Vasquez and compare even Abelora? Oh, right, won't you find compare? But these were players that were even on the bench. It's at a point, now Madrid, Fabio Contrao was even on the bench for Marcelo to play. Na the fellow men do wetin na compare no na sa na de gase ani po be compare no enti send your so mo superstars o mani mu a ye betimi abo Mbappe bebo Vinicius Junior de na compare any top attacker in the world no over any top attacker in the world no
okay
sa na so ma chiri ho no so mo pese ekọ wano a ese chiri so ye bodi a ye timi ni compare top defenders in the world. But Asensio, honestly speaking, he's a young talent. And it's not up there. Rudiger is aging. And Madrid is playing in almost every big competition. Madrid this season more over 50 matches. Into a found the aging defense coach in a and the assemble bro. And you see the last problem. Because only depth, they are forced to use their midfielders. Now so much midfield to the defense. So in the middle of the season, we've seen Madrid sacrificing Federico Valverde's brilliance in the middle. So on the ball right back. No feel about right back. One able feel. But you show mania. Ye na feel. At number be gina chiro fi so e chiro ho no. Numbers na ho na e form. So Ancelotti definitely as a manager you need to solve problems, you need to make good use of your talent. But as some ye didn't see say Madrid and show me chiro ho ye. And before a you better say run next season.
See ya,
best sense.
But I say, you will.
Two. As it say, we ABM. say you real debate no
yeah
asem de na asem ko obiara ntimi mama medwa na no mama ye gege bia
debate dey na ka bi say debate intelligent bia
debate say enu na Liverpool J the Premier League their 20th league title no Clementino ye nyina ye nyintum na yemfo sebo ema Liverpool say Liverpool and the most successful football club in English football.
Really?
Yes. Liverpool is the most successful football club in English football. And any debate be because Adeba Kwana Manchester United for the 2 or more. Tino Nani Madako. Yaji League 20. Majesty.
Sa mo kasa Liverpool 18 and 19 cry.
And when Liverpool cry 19, still. Manchester United. But Canadian Clementino. Assembly week. Intizakito. He say one no Manchester for no nyina mo nyintum. Say club na friend say Liverpool no.
Yeah, mabro.
Eba England wana amotie na. Omo the most successful football team and as a club. And obedient
no debate.
And as I want to say,
oh, he said here.
What is that? Arsenal force answer ni bi omoka na ohu na say Arsenal ko share Real Madrid Champions League no ever say Arsenal supporters ni bi omo opportunity to celebrate omo elimination of Real Madrid 2006 before mo ne Barcelona ko bo final no na Champions League ni de na ye de nko a na wan masa no kuro mu ne say Champions League no otan okodu na oyi ni America me da bia meka say one Champions League trophy. One way the number of league titles are able to one Champions League trophy no. Coming to a bear 10. A bear 10. It's me make say Arsenal turn home at Chelsea BJ Champions League twice no. It makes Chelsea the most successful club in London. About the bragging right at Chelsea for the crowd London. It is that. And we don't mean free. Because league ya mokun we ya mokwa ko Champions League. Eti Clementino ni ba for mo na mo ban ya mo ye Liverpool for. Ya bo ma so ma ya de ma asem ni de ni church mu no. Da foforo ni ebi ebi nyane a church but the person establishes it here ni say Liverpool and o ma twro mu din and we in gold. Say England there is no football club like club friend say Liverpool. Omo de musonko. Yabo mabasu biem my there for winning your 20th league title. That was it. And the kwam of us no. So na efe. Amu deserve say yabo mabasu. Clementino Syria na edin na ade ba akopɛ na akire. I don't know but me ya jedi say ebre ya TS Inter Milan team nim.
Bre.
Yes. And ababa a big advantage to club FN say Napoli. The difference between the two. Also, call the Spanish La Liga. Whilst you can Real Madrid ni Barcelona, you do feel no Clementino. Now Real Madrid were still competing in Europe. Now Barcelona so competing in Europe. You are April no. And Champions League quarter final Niger Real Madrid kwan. And Barcelona do na wa 2 ednu wa semi final. But Sabro no na sa clubs me no still compete for Copa del Rey and number ho final Saturday no. It is the number of games played between the two teams are gap no shedan wa. But when you move into the Italian Serie A, your ball weekend games you know Inter in all competitions about like 56 games. Napoli about 38. And to check the difference, the number of minutes
these two teams are on the pitch. The gap between Inter and Napoli is around 7,000 minutes. It's the advantage of Napoli and say Inter competing in the Champions League. Last week Wednesday before their game against AC Milan, almost able Coppa Italia and almost our Serie A. It's no more competing on three front, treble. And Milan some in the Coppa Italia. You move him. Into Akami, you know. Napoli on the other side. Second round of the Coppa Italia and a Napoli film. Then more concentration was on Serie A. It is since then. Senya midweek nyebebo in the Italian Serie A. Na Clementino interval no 6-7 days. Napoli had enough time to rest. Conte will enough time to share his ideas to his players. No more by execute on the pitch. It's no advantage of Napoli when they say they are playing fewer games or more way to restore their energy and fight Inter for the Serie A title. Diamo Inter say in their last 2 Serie A games, Ufa Bologna, Vincenzo Italiano, Claudio Ranieri for AS Roma. Since December 14th, Clementino, Claudio Ranieri and Lusu any game in the Italian Serie A since December 14th. And the win against Inter was the 18th game. Our boy with Roma team now, Omu Lusu Bakukra. Last 2 game was against Bologna. Bologna was another man before 2 weeks ago. We defeat to Atlanta. Clementino. No more almost 11 games unbeaten in the Italian Serie A. The 2 teams are about to us now. 8 teams are more form. Accepting defeat is very difficult. Napoli go Torino this season, and yet it's every season. Inter are playing more difficult matches. As some matches in stretch, you need to put in a lot of energy. And some what means teams nabo. Napoli on the other side, no. Now, as a fan of the Italian Serie A, and as a may say Serie A no continue. So you have 500 matches the whole season now. Man Mukra na 480. Many opportunity are winning na. Maybe a Napoli be winning league na lose league no. Enio Tardini against Parma.
Yes, Parma.
Enio Tardini against Parma. It's young Chema sa weekend mra. E do sa weekend na. E ho na ebe mu say say Antonio Conte to me pick a point against Christian Kivus Parma. I never got then Antonio Conte, our young master of winning league trophies, was I believe the Napoli team. And Ejumana Wayan is not easy. Olusu Victor Osimhen, Olusu Kvaratskhelia. These 2 players in the last 3 seasons are Napoli most important players. How many of them buy? Or the Lukaku will replace Osimhen? Yes, Lukaku experience, but then if Osimhen is leading your team attacker, or better than Lukaku. Man, no mention was serious many opportunity to watch him attacking the reason why Napoli fans FN Quaradona. I don't know how Inter will survive this season, but they have an experienced coach handling pressure. Actually, one area coach do as you are. You need to do it. The last 3 games, no more losing. Their next game is on Wednesday in the Champions League against Barcelona. So it's a good year. Then psychologically, it affects the Inter team. The Napoli, the Italian Serie A. My main team up. Just in about video way a 19 to 20 seconds video. The only video need to screen as well. Nak a ye can exactly about number of goals are killing in Mbappe Ashe. Ubusu to baby CCA. Ubusu do you Bellingham watching Bellingham on poor boy Bellingham Bonyasam Gatua. Share Vinicius or Fabo Northern I'm lying so I'll walk around me. These are some of the Chinia among foodie. say video no to screen so a yenhwe Pedri go no the number of goals you will score goals do abehye the number of dribbles that you will make and twen do abetwen the number of take-ons are obey to split defenders and no your individual ability so individual ability but how individual ability no Clementino ebetimi abo as a team that is where the issue is Jude Bellingham enkonachi Jude Bellingham obo pass na Kubas intercepted pass no Kubas na intercepted pass do ball na Pedri na ball long pass to Lamine Yamal Jude Bellingham so didn't say good player ben dey Jude Bellingham achi no Pedro Rodrigo yes she baby a Pedri na akobo ball na tonight
me busa is why
I say omolu so Jude Bellingham dey say good achi and a Pedri ball and a Pedri best side Jude Bellingham and Rodrigo on the echo no Pedri na oko and a Lamine Yamal so hwe no and a otade ma Pedri na Pedri bo shey it is the position of Pedri Clementino Jude Bellingham dey say good ti
na ye ball anka wa Vinicius through anka okoyede anka go the reaction was the pass now an interception no the reaction but we were
over against a progressive side when it comes to transition they are one of the best in Europe. Barcelona team when it comes to transition they are one of the best in Europe. So to mention say Urusu ball no ababe advantage Barcelona and I make it possessive wise currently they are the best in Europe. Yes. And I do say good. Look at the run of Rodrigo.
No one has every
and a Clementino Dimri kana Pedri ko and okobo Bianca and the two net ti Pedri kono na Jude Bellingham seguniti na Rodrigo so tumiko so nanti and onu na gina ho yes akohebo na Lamine Yamal edema Ferran Torres e manage take kan mani etutu no na ye sa video no so mfa so the position of Lamine Yamal e dia no ogina a pass ball okay ogina Barcelona half tio ogina Barcelona half Lamine Yamal forward he is not a central midfielder a defensive midfielder or a defender and now say baby no ogina on about the right side of Barcelona defense. Baby Ojina Clementino, it wasn't like Barcelona na were in possession. Real Madrid na kwa attack no muko lusu ball. Eti Bellingham ya wo tu mikai. Any Rodrigo yo modi bem ya odin say guni tin Rodrigo mu tu mikai. Player friend say Lamine Yamal, eti say Rodrigo. How actually to defend for Barcelona? Omo defending in numbers. Barcelona J ball no Clementino, the cross-field pass to Ferran Torres. Actually, say any ball no assist, and a ball no torneta. I can't say me better hand or pay a casano. Nobody will talk about the defensive contribution of player friend Lamine Yamal. But the story around Ferran Torres going in here, Lamine Yamal pass here for and a baby or the ball no 2 year and only as a mayeka. At that same position, Lamine Yamal, you will never find any Real Madrid player sweating so very drab actually to pick ball. It was our area, no, not Vinicius, not Kylian Mbappe, not Jude Bellingham to give that long pass. It's when you watch this Barcelona team, and the opposite of Real Madrid. Real Madrid players, no, they don't defend. It is that Kylian Mbappe can score 30-something goals. So what I say. But when it comes to the defensive shape of Real Madrid team now, that is where the problem is. Now, Sako had third goal in the crowd there. Brahim Diaz. And the crowd there, Areho Chembibia. The laziness of Brahim Diaz and how Akonde as a defender and running to pick that ball at that position. I will shoot you. table court wa entimi anchebo na ball ne to net e be the winning goal for club friends Barcelona no. It tells you say players need to sacrifice. What the ball new? What the Brahim Diaz? He didn't even check his surrounding. Time a ball neighbor no. Or trace a ball neighbor. Who can second for ball? Sometimes you need to sacrifice. And you go to go abeshe. Mbappe goes a wash and say from the notion of PSG. But then the PSG team near better without Kylian Mbappe than time I know honor. Inti game near born Saturday and you could see and say this is a Barcelona team. They have decided to play as a unit. And Omoya and they did the individual ability of the players never. But who decided to individual play ahead of the team, how team will organize on the pitch? You will not get results. Inti kudos to Barcelona. Oma develop baby.
Okay.
And if there's one club, Clementino, Oma Real Madrid and Ninja was as you Barcelona. The last season, Madrid is almost 4 times ago. But this season they have punished them. A common fast show. Next Saturday, Real Madrid are mobile. But now Barcelona with the extra mentality to go ahead and get the win against Club Friends Real Madrid.
But as a striker, Obojibu, I come here by me grow fine. You know grow fine we are. Na catch say show say announce na chichi na be ko oba menses no ya to din nei say menses ne die basis so amanyama etuma ye kama obeso nyinim eye fa eye grow fine no a na obenom nti 0244596532 ebra ka ni twam bia no ye hia no o si grow fine o pese unyini fine siatic ne de obukofo ebre wo ho yes wachiri ya twu hwim tanso ana wabeti ana so twum hwim kaiza enei penkeland bia wo sori awo no ya 2% so wachiri and we a herbal supplement for pain relief yenia herba ya na dia ya yesenum na fa sciatic pains ni free ho ni na shoulder no efri ho waist pains no all types be a wishia no tinie ema ene a omuma nkra nu for enka ho enna ni nyinam no nkra woni mu mfi du enson ono so enka ho a ebi eto adro bia no wo se viva nego tablet no ene ne ehia 0208337711 bo so fra ho de oto nsa fra ni a ne nhyehyɛ na wɔyɛ ewura bank mu no eye kama eno ntino obi apeso de ne ho ebo no savings account susu current fixed deposit special joint trust account ni nyina no eye nsuhye kama susu micro overdraft agricultural loan bonanza loan eno so eye loan draft eno so ewo ho enomo eno ntibo modern fa phones si a star 992 hash star 992 hash na chese banking down no eno wanya no 0548533050 komye koba na mabeka abi amen scientific ene kanjen na yimremo
yo vam dase ezio rom ze metise minno mo ka foreign na omu chechunza na mani agise nanka menya nanka league one day Ghana in football in nanka ye kanesa banyenya system no emma ye kwan ma yenye ne sade no ene obi kasa ye toro na kaka ni ti do be opeso ko. It's not about who be rum be kan opeso kan no the best me kan no na butrema me or come here make we no boss. The system no will not allow us to do that, but hope say as we moving along no one day we'll get there. Offer anam to na mo ko ba Sports Stadium ko here Asante Kotoko at least na coach comes it on the first game and na obebo intina expectation was that we want to see the Odeba Kotoko no who defend Asante Kotoko from the Kotoko ayehu a na league has almost struggle no as against other games and course nationwide the league the game against between Babiani Gold Stars and Vision FC was another game na many wo of course na many san Brekum Chelsea against Nations because these three teams are na still am fighting for the league no but now results are na me no na say na you expecting no ebetimi I declare will be set or on the way to win the league and now say the French so eba make move to also come in now the American album that is Asante Kotoko and the French eba on make because both Nations and Babiani Gold Stars elusu of our first, Babiani Gold Stars playing against Vision. Vision needed to cement almost position in the league. Now they were heading to relegation, so defeat them and not even draw wasn't good for them. So now they will have to do everything possible to get that points. One thing I'm happy is that after the game, Coach Frimpong Manso, the interview or Grantee, you know, most of the coaches would have blamed the referee and asked the away team. This time around, the home team, you know, say Vision has done very well. Then, and I want encouraging the boys, you know, said nothing has happened because still they are still leading the league. Because almost situation, you know, of us it is, you know, almost 4 matches to play, Babiani Gold Stars, and of the 4 matches, almost one pair outside Babiani. The away team no more game no more born against Chelsea or Brecum last but one league, no. So say if they can maintain Babiani now Omanya the most out of the points or a bit more but say about that game for academic importance. So we a coach, you need to encourage the players. These are players that league no money be that. That's a team on league in that. So I had on who could lose. Now say start throw your hands in the spare extra 2 players. What it mean that one here not who be boys na boom, but you have other games to play. And I make 5 matches now got more 4 because and so what remind the other down Omodia. And you do have to prepare themselves very well and go for the 4 matches now Akano. Which is possible, but now it's not very difficult because as I do Kotokono money, I don't know Kotokono bemu, and don't forget Coach tells you to say 18 points. He wants to win that 18 points. No wish, I don't know, but what I say a bit me about into reality, no, it's another thing. Nations losing now you discuss it. That game losing narrowly to Chelsea. It was always going to be difficult. Chelsea at this point in time was always going to be difficult. So losing to Chelsea means a surprise. But then they debate and say whether the ball was a penalty or it wasn't a penalty is another thing. But whatever being the case, the referee awarded a penalty against them. But then they still and also I don't think they give up. Even though if you say coach, you know, the comment are now all running least match we deserve. You losing a game saying say prepare now na referee but of course obi beka say coach dey say call no church and say but then Ghana Hana want to do baby so yenhwe enipa no so frustration yenhwe na ma happen no say if indeed the coach na say ma all can also if say you be fa ho a ebia coach Maxwell Hansen ya to ne can say referee Hansen ya can say be fa no to ne din but whether he got the decision right and now say or yeah to favor Chelsea it's another thing I bet him but still game on I'll meet him. Now to Abaya Sports Stadium, Coach Karuzito Obano of our council be or see Makotoko supporters expecting beautiful football, but here no, the Akano win to make sure somebody catch up. So we of course Stadium Biano will not see that flamboyant football as Antokotoko born and none. But one thing that I saw about the team say, whilst he was not playing that beautiful football, no. He was also not conceding chances to the opposing team. No, it's already a team now. And now the supporters will bear with me. Say, Adriana after penalty, omunya no. Omu threatening Asante Kotoko anymore. Say be Kotoko, omu create a lot of chances, giving because game now about any game Kotoko dominate here. A game so we will give you. I think the best percentage will be 50-50 in terms of possession. But most of the game ball now center in the midfield. 2 teams no. Were not attacking each other, so they were expected to say, Sadio Ebitini, as you know. But then the good thing is that Asante Kotoko, even the penalty, no, they have goalkeeper at any point in time. So you know, and my player. So when you be a penalty shooting, no, so we expect pana size anybody original pool no over. By the time I realize no here now we see, and that's what he did or the save that Asante Kotoko. Kotoko into the game at that point. You know. So I think Zito game no all born too early so betimi aka say Zito one more here but yes he did not create a lot of chances because Kotoko about 3 opportunities and I'm saying clear but in defending no at least we compare with previous Asante Kotoko games I saw say in the no about 3 back and I think 5 midfielders and one thing I saw they said than players be a nakotoko supporters ebi a coach Ogumbu you so ma no Zito buy no or rely on those players. All right, yeah. In team any side or no ball right side of the what's the name? The father of I trade them now and them. So I think it's an instant our can if you want to work hard, but then he needs to work our now front no kakra. Say there be an front no a bit sharp. No more so in terms of searching for goals on bit mania. Kwampo go no yeah strikers go. And yet go away too much of obvious opportunity, but he let it go and the goalkeeper by the time realizing the ball was already in the net. So now make idea take some blame. But Kwampo go in a Juma as a striker. Game no be brave, but when he needed most now say Ediama. One thing of all league table the team back one what impressing me now getting to the running what impressing me as Samates. Now Oma Baba the fifth and Samates as the all season has been struggling now. I think if I need some praise as a Bonabaso or no so Juma or Baba Bono. So far so very good. I think say league they are closer and tighter. By the time we who wins whether it's Atiko Toko, but any gold stars and our nations, these are the teams that we are front runners. Say they can do something. But for instance, the head of sports on Vanchemi, where the MC Miniaba or celebrating the birthday. Bapa Ajwa. Okay. Now if you look at Obibini Kwesi Techi, Oya Juma, Newmont, Ghana Gold, and over Achim site. Then or celebrating the birthday to Bapa Ajwa. Happy birthday from Obibini Kwasi Techi. Okay. Good site. Thank you very much. You head of sports. I'm a co-officer. Obano. Many head of sports. Munko binetro. Obano. Mama asali mako danger hona. Obano.
Yeah, mini ayo. Okay. Obake. MJ. We create Niger week na fa baby. Menzo maba na mchetuntu na mi ma ye no intra. Okay. Na otu ye.
Ana ye na na tweda.
Ye na nkasa. Agrari amwasi.
Okay.
Third me ya Mr. Yusuf Chibafo, retired police officer. Agrari amwasi. Memory de ya. Abrazo me ka we so na wa unu kunso esa eni. Em say na de ato. Mini abako na kan wose ne atwam de atwam ye wi ho senia kozito no aka ye no say ye mehwe good football wa ba park bia so hu na ma me mfa konye so na me na ye supporters na ase na ye ye kakra enye pi bet ye kakra
compared to Bichiro
ye nyawe na subsequent matches no ye bi be kan ho a e be boa ye pi na so ye ko ye ne ya anum wawunim omo de sabri omo adane ya sibi benam so omo ya sibi ni ntini e betra ho e de enza hye de muri fam because coach Atleti Ghana oba first has for kofa anu anu o se me be hye kotoko amamu e na obo anu ho eni so ni ni twa na chima e mo no ehu say yes kotoko de odi ye na anade asem wanti no wase e no ye na adwen say wenum baba betu obu kumase oba yesu abrim ena na yese you be kan was in school na classmate bi utimi bonua oburi to asumenu a he obapo no agise mo awie school ele tatis bi ode bebe bia abebo because abuni fie bono aboni be bia be sharu bia wabon be kotoko supporters ene ye nkofo aja ye nam no ye hwie awuye because he say no almost so mo abo omo tebia ebo omo we start to awon say ni ebi abeko na omo ni omo nana ni omo ma mi ni nyina de ma ni ensika ni be bo ye mpamro and just here boy ye wuyi ni akoje points because he say no league no say na wo kan ye no say team to be 4 no de obi atimi obi a wombi enye opin ema ba akukra eni ntini ese ya chitafo omo ebetimi akonseni aka e chairman adisei omo ape base a omo say in and out ne 220 and mo amu betimi bia mo fre chairman adisei a omo de mo beko na me ka say no nche se ma yi no nsu ye jai yi no nsu agrenri amo ase memory day ya Mr. Yusuf Chibafo ye kra ne chi kra
danger ya chele kakra cry
no Is a Cosada no when each him a year na mean Dana Cosada what concrete.
You bet Tracy. But no good son memory done. Now Cosada no pass myself gunsa.
Okay, asana.
Eddie atao mochi. Abra me kra ma krechi no. Na me gunsa de eja bibia.
Offer league no me da me can say we say Gold Stars beat Makwa could lose there, but it is still Gold Stars to lose the league. I still stand by it. So omo yiro omo ho a if you say sisi ade bibia wo omo nsem shall matches na aka no
Gold Stars are okay.
Gold Stars are some na making shall matches na aka no. O say they now have their destiny in their own hands. So o ko lose bobo draw na o ma omo mudu achi no ahoden ni areshimu say omo so ba omo betima beden abebibi na mom say o yire ho a I think point difference between omo second team no ye 2 points enti u betimi the 2 points na kosa de akwa wi fortunately for Gold Stars crowd here sisi aka 4 matches and I'm na 5 we got 5 matches out of the 5 matches na 15 points omo 3 da ho free omo we dey check ani nyina have to fight for 15 points no omo dey at 15 no emu 3 bi dey eno no o say ye dia ye no ye che no no say matu ya to ho no mansa omo tu no dey ato ho so the aka no dey ese wo no say wo pese wo di league na utimi fight na onya the maximum 15 points no and sana say bibi to goals as what me say abesan ne ho. So what it means is that we now 15 points in the crown and yet sure guarantee say we at the league name now. Most especially say Gold Stars esutimi need the nyina. One of the contestants I said 2 of them any Gold Stars no amusu san or match. I think Kotoko any Gold Stars or match. Enti for instance, enu say no bit ma cancel ne ho. So enu quality to be cancel ne ho. Enti me the Gold Stars there I still insist say it is there for lose or to lose or say obi be san wo mo. Of course
shebele kra wan
kasa. Of course nations no more we have pressure na e mount won kasi mingle na assistant no so na. So ma ni league we especially say Gold Stars gia because Gold Stars pe Kotoko double no eko en say Kotoko double no kwa and the nations we this second crown no abeye city enti omo pressure wo mo so pa and for what I'm hearing I hear crown na so man league na and no ma be mi na me say na betimasi papa no kra betime disband team no na what new to academy coaches no can be sacked. Some of the players can also be relieved into next that nations anymore no we a player or a technical team member how you be our no more as I said also the obey over what the ketua be say bon again betima boa me a
hweba me ketua bi na mencha da kana ma
me fa anya yi and no na Imanora no e shegu ewo abankese
and o she tia Kotoko no oro na tade na
na oro na tade
atro I belong to Jesus
na tade na atro I belong to Jesus
yeah
me pacho enra at Anfield Cody Gapo enso ehegu ono so yi na tade no bon se obetim de no so ato ne nchen kakra mame a eno so ono so
so the same thing
I belong to Jesus and I love Jesus
I belong
ono so I belong to Jesus no adeche juada na Ghana Football Association a charge Imanano say what display religious say whatever enti no ya charge no o ma me yi ni ho ano ene ye sorry ye minim Premier League for no say ifa bumra no mo de wonimu a ifa bumra no so abroche ho de ye na ye di baga na ha o but Premier League for anamo mo ya for no Izakito ni so bed mo hu say ya charge Cody Gapo enti yesra FF no say information meeting say asinse wo kom nation for no anu yakọ by FF for no say wo kom ntimi fa edit number because they will struggle to punish him on this.
But once imagine na definitely baba baba
omo ko fa IFAB no omo fa GFM ra IFAB no so international law
eba ko ria
okay no maybe ho
okay
mate
that's it
because classical promotion no
okay
me the house here no me pay the house here no fa house for if you weekend ni mu and almost start say omo promote no mo kan omo frɛ omo supporters no na inscription back omo here ya me then omo say omo next match no omo ni support omo ni even the weekend omo match but omo ni say omo supporters ni city na omo gidi say omo boabo omo ho e dey atwen kotoko match no enti o say baako nie omo start omo ya ene omo di biaba ene omo di bi baaye they akom social media handles na omo start use materials omo di promote this encounter no me person who say on besan ye different ones e dey across the traditional media no no man say so nya community engagement akoko ko omo chapters no akoshia wo mo na amuntimi fa odono ensamra because this is the biggest fixture in our calendar senate bia a certain punu crowd
Zach
you know
we have 3 each
and I think yesterday yes a good win sometimes we do say yes we celebrate every win bia because we here 3 points no than any other team but and I saw some tactical changes bia na Zito
from Karim Zito
yeah or try so here na omo pack so back 4 but when Kotoko ekonima
na back 3
they revert to back 3 Sifa was not moving so no abeka Samba and Ansu they no pushy Chejamna not what as a right wing back then I see it as a left wing back na Omako until Kotoko si bono be defend there the shape changes to a 4-4-2
no
yes na
so 3
until me John and I was observing I saw this is the tactical twist kakra me who from the team no yesterday
now do you share that chain and the shows I no boys who so
no they struggle a bit in it until my Adriana Bobo no pa
okay
and there especially second half there we supporter
we am show
we use show an upon omuji boni na Kotoko struggling to move forward and the entire bar say na Adriana from doors from 15 was Kotoko for no it's a style born you know ebe in team kwa na ase no ye obi a no won finfin wo and later on na entry back akrampo no ebe why because time na baba ya and then who is krana Albert Amwa this are the 3 and ase won finfin no Albert be come and then your cry the for the second from there it was too much dominance because of how one boy go na akoye in team kwa na akoye as obi a oye na mo for that attack the ball eti na nshada nye gaga ba say this stage because of time na to buy anything no you celebrate every win as a win na wa fantasy going forward now the big one is against House of Folk and now Luther say attention in your crying Kotoko have to win that game and they are back you call it take come na go be any put the shada him and shada come with that you be
Kotoko
yes
oh okay
omo pull me and say we beat Hearts and they think that the league is for them.
Hey.
Yeah. The calculation now. But the end shut match. No, but the end shut yes.
Okay.
They think that they can deal with any at that level. But once Hearts it will be a game. So they think that they have to go and get that win against House of Folk and they are back once again. You know, say the good Babian Gold Stars lost to a very Vision, I'm a good team. Yeah. They play good football. I'm a quality football. To show I'm back myself. I don't know Kotoko. That they lost to Kotoko. It's then I said it from the one side. Vision will beat them, and Nations also lost over there. It's a beer anymore. But now the one disadvantage was against Kotoko because next games Kotoko then the most difficult game I meant. The rivalry game, the biggest calendar. Game in our calendar. It's yes now. Was goes at Ebo Karela no. Next is Ebo Accra Lions. So on features no. And the Kotoko Ebo has folk. And the Kotoko down has a difficult task. If they are able to beat Hearts, then
that's all reason.
Yeah.
Sir, over Kotoko team na Juma ho papa. Juma with team no papa. I mean, and now untimi inform about so body ndi. Omedin kunim. But on said Nyaman sasa, which is expected. Me am I expect this.
Person the emotion next season. Kakra ke dey say the coach nka metena so mo mo say ya.
Mo say ya, but see any bon over. I said nyama pija. Oh. Nti otimi boss shot ni bi ko pool no. Oh. I said otimi pass kakra. Oh. But the good thing is they won. And in here. Born ujidi obonu na ese obo ade achi ade ese nyina na ujidi na ese ekosoro. Chamachi ukot kobodra anka kasa be so nkomo nyina atu atwa kabeka nations ne go stars no more promade. And it's always good that you win, but the matches na kakot ko nim ne matches ketwa. These are matches I say upejam if you want to win all. On say e obota esi wani so na ye hwe ho ka asem kire wo. Oh, sa akola bi ono aye na so onye na so bebo bra no ye bibia e onse dem fo bia but wa you who say we dey obobra be yi na ya na amanfo ani kun ho mo. Kotoko, the kind of performance they are putting up should see an improvement if they want to win the next 5 matches. Next 5 matches never tell. A back to back obi an bebo bia betwi bibia firi ho enra sekotko wie na se fair pra. Na se fair pra. Because a matches are obi betwa obi be yo. It is who say oh bo bibi. Coach Karim Zito edit to just say wow, they are on show energy no nya de obemo start with the team no. And I'm happy to impress ya. To impress ya. Jebo now me interest you obetimi ama nko say no ma Isaka Abdul be nya bi boy. Yes and obetimi ama nkwala no wa fresh 6 youth team players. Ti e check ho nyina but I wonder say man so de obeyo. On the way on pay you to follow over. Nya say na e be call cause nkwala no the edwuma ho. Good job from Kamara from saving the penalty. Kwame Poku typical striker unya chance back one for ball na there. E don the course say we na no ye ya na afede of a ball na do do send na e box no. And no say kotoko be kan ball send e call box no dey ball we be akwa striker e be akọ ni defender ba akopẹ na na akoto be o space with me shooting. And of ya na e mu bi e ye kan ho asem no. If the chances are not being created, the strikers will struggle to score. Enti Zito 1 week first week on the club Tuesday, and a couple ball Sunday. 2 weeks so another week. And so on the power, buana playing house Wakra. Then you come and play Midiama Brekum Chelsea. And you better teams in your teams in no I be need to go stars. They hack a crack. Obeka se vision, but vision, you know, se bedru last day no G League and now on Chimau. It's a timer of a so pijamupa news. I say, baby, move smooth and sana GDA, but you sure what happened because when it has the air and what to motivate boys, Ninti. Credit to them for winning the match.
But I say, Sir Oben, from Tubla Koboidia, Nameka, Sir Fatana Sopata, New Side Junction, Yadiano Dio, Mamia Bay, and Yadi, Emmanuel, Monday to Friday, what not see 0243 345 392. Ninano, and say, Ubian was so quoted Tenua, or therefore Amina. Yes, we know one to Antono, so when come one of formula free, your dear friends of chronic disease, a bow one will be as well, there be 24 different certified medications. A demo modern Edia Shawama, who told to me, Abba, a Gokumase, a Tomatachman off Quadaso of Fossil Road, that just 18 badges in a dear Uguha, the Bisu Hoy, a table Bunina 0277 00 34. And also, where to me alcohol, Yadamo Ebeja News Team. Na nana mention you are in town and I'm a menchao and every na yebesi krobia krobia so watch out nti yedi si na me adumwa 4 to 6 obeshayen our promise near the highway sports Eddie Abramo na bibia so etime ayekama good